Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Broker, a Korean movie from 2022 that stars Song Kang-ho, Dong-won and Bae Du-na. Most interestingly, it is directed by renowned Japanese director Hirokazu Koreeda, one of the most reliable directors in the business. Song Kang-ho's character is the owner of a laundry shop who volunteers at the nearby church where his friend works, played by Dong-won, and the two run an illegal business together, stealing babies from the church's baby box, and they sell the babies on the adoption black market. But when a young mother comes back after having abandoned her child, she discovers them and decides to go with them on a road trip to interview the baby's potential parents. Meanwhile, two detectives, one of whom is played by Bae Du-na, are on their trail. Now, when I first read this plot synopsis, I was kind of taken aback by it. It sounded like our protagonists were doing like some really horrific things, like stealing babies from their parents. But that's not exactly true here. The babies in question in this film were already abandoned by their parents, and our main protagonists simply want to secure the adoption process for the child. And at one point they describe the exact kind of situation they're attempting to avoid, which is when the adoption process can get muddled or delayed by the technicalities of law. So yeah, they're not evil people, and their motivations seem to be mostly good-natured, although they have no problems pocketing the money they earn in this black market business. So they operate in a gray area of morality. Now, this baby box that the plot synopsis mentions is an actual box at the church in the film, right near the entrance, that says baby box on it. And it looks like a post office box, like a big post office box. You open it up, if you want to abandon your child, you place the little baby in this little, pre-installed, comfy-looking Easter basket, and then you close the box, and the little buzzer goes off in the church, and whoever's working the night shift that night runs up and takes the baby. Apparently, this whole process is designed to protect the abandoner's identity or whatever. Now, I am thankfully unfamiliar with this whole process, but these little contraptions apparently exist in real life. Now, Bae Du-na's character is already investigating our protagonists right at the beginning of the film. And she follows them throughout the film and investigates them with surveillance, attempting to arrest them in the act of illegally selling a child. And then we have the mother character, the young mother. She's a teenager, I think. And she throws a monkey wrench in these guys' plans when she, returns one day to retrieve her child that she left. And she finds out, what's going on, you know what I mean? And she finds these guys' secret, and she says, okay, I won't tell anybody as long as you take me through the adoption process and my kid gets good parents out of this. And she has a bit of an attitude problem, and there's certain, sales strategies our protagonists use to sell the babies, and she kind of gets in their way of completing the process. But in some cases, you understand where she's coming from, because some of the adoptive parents seem a little shady, and she just vetoes it. It's no, we got to find someone else. So you get all of this interaction in the film, and that's one of the strengths of Broker. There's a lot of good dialogue in this, some genuine bonding between the unorthodox family unit that kind of develops here, and the two lady cops who are following them provide kind of a different perspective on the main topics of the film, and they are present throughout the whole movie. And I would say that this is realistically depicted. It's pretty realistic, the stuff that happens in this. Mostly laid back. At certain moments, there's a little sprinkling of humor. I think one of the funnier moments of the film is when the cops hire a fake family, a guy and a woman, to pretend to be a married couple, to set up a sting operation so they could catch these guys in the act of selling the child, and it doesn't go quite as planned, but it was a pretty entertaining moment, I thought. Now, as you might expect, the plot does thicken a bit during the second half. Some little twists are thrown in, but it's good. There's good character work in this, and the acting is, it's top-notch given the cast. All of this, no surprise given the director. I think, from memory, I have enjoyed, to a greater or lesser extent, every single one of Koreeda's movies. Like, every one. I did miss his last one, though. The Truth, which was a French project. I don't know if I missed it when it was streaming or what, but I have not seen that one yet. I heard it's one of his weaker films, though. So, jury's still out on that one. But if I were to rank Broker in his filmography, it would be like the second tier. I don't think it's quite as mind-blowing as some of my personal favorites, like Father Like Son or Our Little Sister, but it's like a very just solid movie. You know, and I think there's a lot of fans out there of some of Koreeda's more artistic, earlier films that would probably rank those over this as well. So I would just say that this is simply just a very good movie. It is over 2 hours long, a bit on the slow side, but it's certainly worth watching if you're a fan of Korean cinema, a fan of any of the actors, or a fan of this Japanese director. So it's a pretty safe bet. You're probably going to like the film. It's currently available streaming on YouTube, so very easy to find. And as always, I'll see you next time.